let's make dinner and chat about some things that have been going on. All right. On the menu tonight, we're making my favorite go-to sweet potato taco bowl. I'm sure you guys have seen me make so many times, but it's so good. Mwah. These are the basics, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start off by putting some grease, some oil. This is actually avocado oil, although it does say vinegar. Temptation Island. Holy crap. I had no idea that I was actually gonna get sucked into this show because it is so cringy. I've seen online a lot of the guys have been getting hate for not thinking with their brains. But my honest opinion is that if you have to like go put yourself onto that, one, you probably just want to be on the show and like get clout and the followers and the fame and stuff that can potentially come with that. But also like if you want to like make sure your boyfriend doesn't cheat on you and stuff, like I don't know, I feel like that sort of situation could be arranged going out to a club or like just in more like realistic situations. If you're seriously considering going there and doing that and being on the show and stuff, there's already something wrong. The red flags are there. Noted, I'm not actually finished yet, so yeah. Also, okay, story time. So in my first YouTube video I posted, I had to film on my iPhone because my camera battery was dead or busted or something. Like it wasn't working, my camera wouldn't turn on. I totally thought that my camera battery was just like completely toast. So I was humbled when I went to London Drugs and I was like, something is going on with the battery in my camera. And he was like, oh, did you bring your camera? I was like, no, I just brought the battery. This is kind of stupid that I didn't bring the camera when I'm having camera issues, but whatever. He was like, okay, like let's see if the battery is like taking charge. And I was like, okay. He plugged it into this thing to see if it was taking charge and it was. And he was like, oh, so like, have you charged your camera? And I was like, yeah, it's been like plugged into the wall like for like a week and it still won't turn on. It says battery exhausted was the message coming up on the touch or on the screen on the camera. And he was like, oh, that's weird. Like, is there a light that comes on? And I was like, I don't know and stuff. And he was like, well, maybe your cord's just broken. And I was like, okay. Like, one, I feel really stupid for just not checking that. And two, he was completely right. So I get home, I try a new cord. So I try a new one, charge my camera up, and here we are filming another video. Okay, so I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on these. Put them in the oven. Next up, ground beef. My favorite taco seasoning. This is just my favorite seasoning for any meat in general. It's so good. My two friends put me on it and it's so good. Siete mild taco seasoning. Our ground beef, some veggies. I'm gonna just do some frozen veggies that I have sitting in my freezer and we're gonna cook all of that up. So because this is quite a bit of ground beef, I'm actually gonna freeze half of it. Another hot topic right now is Tesla. So I drive a Tesla and I just drive it because I've always wanted one, so I ended up getting one. I don't know about all of the details in regards to Elon's stuff that he's doing. I've heard things here and there, but I don't think I'm up to date enough and aware enough and informed enough to like really speak on it. But what I can speak on is the amount of vandalism and like terror people are taking onto Teslas, and like the dealership here got graffitied, and then there's a couple like supercharging stations which are like the Tesla specified charging stations close, a couple hours away from here, that got vandalized. And it's like people are just taking this so far. I really don't want my car to get keyed. TikTok is inspiring me to do a Hyrox. I want to do one so bad now. I see this one girl in the UK, I think she is, and she's like won so many competitions, mixed doubles, singles, doubles, and just done so well. And it's like, the photos are always so funny because people are like, oh, I paid 75 bucks for these photos, and they're so awful. I think those TikToks are hilarious. Also, what has been on my For You page that has been making me actually cackle is the woman who's like, here are 5 places I would never go to, and she's like, oh hell no, you ain't gonna catch me going to Afghanistan. She's hilarious. I don't remember her name, but she's hilarious, and she's blowing up all over my phone. I actually spent about an hour, maybe just under an hour, just scrolling her page, absolutely dying, sitting by myself at home, mind you, and just laughing out loud. While that's just finishing up, my potatoes are still cooking. They're gonna take about 30 minutes in the oven, so I'm just gonna prepare my avocado. Something that I really hate as a girl in their 20s living alone are fire alarms. Every time I use the air fryer, the fire alarm goes off. Every time I use the oven, the fire alarm goes off. My dog is like freaking out. I don't know what to do. I just grab a dish towel and like fan it, and that it usually goes off. I like open the door and stuff. It's just panic. It's so embarrassing. My neighbors can hear my fire alarm going off. The upstairs person can hear my fire alarm going off. And it's just so annoying. Of course, if there's an actual fire, yes, but if it smells like delicious food cooking or like maybe burnt a little bit because I'm just a girl, just shut up. I saw that Kim Kardashian was doing a new campaign with those robots, or like AI robots, and I just think it's how crazy how much AI has like impacted our lives from like lives day to day now. I think it's like such a great thing, but it's also just like, I feel like it's gonna put so many people out of a job eventually as it evolves. But I just think it's so crazy, and just the things that like AI can do for us, and it all doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, where is it getting this information? Like, who's putting this information into ChatGPT so that it can like generate it out? And it's just like, my brain just can't handle. I saw that Pepsi was buying out Poppy. Is this true? Is this not true? I just want to know. I've seen so many rumors about it, but we a fan. Just remembered that next week is crazy. We have Morgan Wallen's new song coming out, I think the 29th. The Bachelor finale, who's Grant gonna pick? And I just found out that Bachelor in Paradise is coming back. Thank God. I have missed seeing the drama that goes down on that beach in Mexico. It's my favorite avocado spice. I've been using it forever, and this is the last of it forever because it's from Epicure. My mom told me, well, my mom usually gets this for me, and she told me that they just went bankrupt and I need to find a new avocado guacamole spice. So may she rest in peace, and let's enjoy this with my favorite meal. Let's build our bowl. Round beef. Lots of sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. And some of our avocado. And here we go. I'm so glad that I got to yap to you guys while I make my dinner, because I'm a yapper and I love yapping about the most random stuff, and I just wanted to have a little gossip about all the things going on. Temptation Island, the Tesla stuff, Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor, the Poppy drama, like Epicure. It's just, I just need to share it. Let's try this. 10 out of 10.